Can you state your name for the court? My name is Officer Blank. Thank you. Can you tell me your experience with Doug Blank? I was the arresting officer for his previous domestic charge against his former partner and child. I was also arresting officer on this case, as well as another case last year of his. So this is the third case you have been involved in regarding domestic violence at the hands of Doug. Yes, that is correct. Is it safe to say that there is reason for concern that he could intentionally hurt baby due to his history of domestic violence? Oh yes, I would feel confident saying he poses a major risk for any child in his care. Can you explain what your investigation into this case showed you? Yes. I was presented with your case through multiple phone calls reporting concerns of domestic violence from neighbors. After making contact with who we believed to be the victim, we were told that there was no altercation and she was not able to leave. This was what struck me as strange. You were very clearly terrified, but you always would say you couldn't leave because your baby was there. We checked in with DCP and were informed that Doug was the primary custodian of the infant, and the parents agreed to a nesting situation as long as neither party was present during the other's parenting time. But you were always there. We did not have solid evidence until you were hospitalized due to Doug's attack on you, and the hospital reported a phone call between the two of you in which Doug threatened both yours and baby's lives. This gave us cause to search the home and seize his hard drive. And what did you find on the hard drive? Upon review of the hard drive, we found hundreds of hours of all different types of abudalery from Doug directed towards yourself. We also found multiple instances where he put baby in direct harm due to his attacks towards you. In your personal opinion, do you believe that he should be allowed to have full custody of baby, as he is requesting today? No, he should not have any unsupervised contact with the child. He has proven that he is an unsafe and unstable individual, and I would not consider him a safe adult to have custody of any child. Thank you very much. You may be seated. For my next witness, I would like to call Terry Blank to the stand. This is the director of the Men's Behavioral and Psychological Program that Doug is ordered to participate in. Can you state your name for the court? My name is Terry Blank. I am the director of the Men's Behavioral and Psychological Program. This is the program that Doug Blank is enrolled in, correct? Yes, he was ordered to our program. After being in attendance for close to half a year, do you believe he has made enough progress to obtain full custody of baby? No, ma'am, I would not recommend that change. Why do you believe this? I believe that he is at an abnormally high risk to reoffend and has not made an honest attempt to work through his anger issues. It is my belief that he has no remorse for his actions, and he does not view what he did as wrong. Thank you very much. I have no further questions. For my final witness, I will call Dr. Blank. Can you state your name for the court? My name is Dr. Blank. I am a registered child psychologist who specializes in early childhood trauma. And you are the psychologist that works with baby, correct? Yes, she became my patient a few months ago after she began to display some severe psychological side effects that I believe resulted from the abudalery at the hands of her father. Can you explain what symptoms she was experiencing? She was experiencing extreme separation anxiety from her mother. Anytime her mother was not with her, she would experience panic attacks and meltdowns. I believe allowing the father substantial access to the child will only cause further harm at this point. Thank you. You may be seated. I have heard enough. After reviewing the evidence and documentation submitted and listening to the witnesses that have been called forward, I am prepared to make my ruling. It is very apparent that the father should not be awarded full custody of this child. In all of my years on this bench, I have never seen a parent more malevolent than you, sir. You have used this child as no more than a tool to harm the mother at any expense. You should be ashamed of yourself. This court granted the mother a 2-year protection order from the father and includes the child in this. The father will have no contact with the child until he undergoes a full psychological evaluation assessment and is deemed safe. I will be appealing this ruling. This is unacceptable. You are putting my daughter in danger by leaving her with her mother. Court is Hi, Brooklyn. I have some good news for you. So we knew that Doug was going to attempt to contest the ruling handed down from the judge. I was informed earlier this week that he had moved to have the case heard in front of the Supreme Court. Well, the court has denied his attempt for a retrial. There was no evidence of error in the previous judge's ruling, and there is too much evidence against him to make it worthwhile. They also issued a stay order on the case, which is extremely beneficial to us. What does that mean? That means that unless the previous judge retires, this case is only to be heard by him. So as of now, the order still stands, and he has no right to be near baby at all. This is great news. This judge already sees through his games. Police, what is your emergency? Hi, my name is Brooklyn Blank. I am in the car with my 2 children, and we were driving home, but I believe my ex is attempting to follow me home. How do you know it is your ex? It is his vehicle, and the driver looks like him. He isn't supposed to have contact with me at all. I don't know what to do. Continue driving to your home. We will send units to you, and if it is him, we will be able to take him into custody once he arrives at your home. Will you be able to have police there in time? If we get there before you guys do, he's going to unalive me. I have a unit 5 minutes out from your address. We have you. Just head there. Okay, I am on the way. Freeze. Step out of the car now and put your hands on your head. I just want my baby. I need to know she's okay. That woman is crazy. She's going to hurt my baby if I don't do something. You don't understand. Sir, you are in direct violation of the protection order against you. You are under arrest. This is bullshit. You can't keep me from seeing my child. I am trying to keep her safe. You can tell that to the judge. Put your hands behind your back. Go ahead and take me to jail. I'll just bail out and I'll keep fighting for my baby. You know I will, Brooklyn. I won't ever stop fighting for my daughter. You're a crazy fucking bitch, Brooklyn. You're going to be sorry when daughter is back with me. Doug wasn't lying. He was bailed out as soon as he possibly could be. He did not make contact immediately, though. When he was bailed out, he was warned by DHS that if he was caught making contact with me again, they would bring him back to court and he would go to jail for a long time. It didn't stop him, though. A few weeks after this incident, there was a note left on my front door that said I had to give baby back or he would unalive me. I called police and DHS, and my children and I were immediately moved to a secure housing location to keep us safe. DHS took Doug back to court after this, and the judge honored the protection order, but was unable to charge him with this violation because there was no proof he left the note. To this day, he does not know where we live or where baby goes to school. Doug has still yet to complete his ordered psychological evaluation assessment. He has attempted to have his case heard in courts, but due to the stay clause, it has been denied every time. He is free, but he has no knowledge of Brooklyn's location. Brooklyn is doing well and is actually in a healthy relationship with a good man. He cares for both children as his own and treats them all as they should be treated. The girls are also thriving. Baby no longer is having panic attacks or nightmares from her separation anxiety and never asks for bad daddy. They are both happy, healthy, and thriving in their environment without a toxic parent.